Wilson. Flush to his right. K.J. Hamler there to make the grab. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On first down, Lance. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Coup now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. He's going to air one out. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A huge play there for Denver. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. To throw again on second down, Lance. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Lance. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Lance looks to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys.
Touchdown, Giants! Marquise Brown, 64 yards, and the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 30 on second down, Lance. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Throwing is Lance on third down. Steps away to his left. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance. He will find his man Chase complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Lance now to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Gregory Rousseau in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. They go play action now. Wilson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Prater for the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
And this offensive line, as we all remember, allowed 50 sacks last year. Tied for the second most in the NFL. They vowed new techniques, a few new players, but so far, not quite getting it done.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And got his man complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And able to work his way down to the 16. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll try and run it in with Jones, and he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Coup for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Meanwhile, Lance's throw here taken in by Ingram. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a play fake. Lance. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Lance. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and 10, Lance. And that's complete to Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Miles Sanders, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Giants! Hollywood, Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Lance. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Lance's throw complete there to Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And Lance going to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They get the guard there, Lucas Patrick. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Lance to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Tyus Bowser charging hard for that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance, that is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jamar Chase with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now Wilson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Again, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Ronald Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Lance looking to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's got room. Gets by him at the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. 60 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here. Oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Lance. This is caught. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he showed a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Working from the gun, Lance. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Derek Wolfe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Lance. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns. But in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On first down, Wilson. The left side completion to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson's throw there, complete to Hamler. 7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ronald Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Wilson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Lance now on 1st down. Toward the end zone,